All right, here we go. I am going to do a little video about the IEG retirement project. So what I want to do is I want to kind of show just a little bit of Refer Life as what the whole process is, and then I'm going to get into looking at some profiles and kind of showing how they're working within this. Okay, so the first thing is if we look here at the 4140 combo, this is what we're basing everything on within the program itself. Okay, so what that means is 4140 gets you, and you can see the other videos that talk about this, but it gets you into the matrices all at the bottom, or the beginning of the matrices. So it pays for your 250 upgrade in the yearly, 250 in the monthly, and then your consumer. Okay. So what that means is when you get into it, when somebody pays 4140 directly underneath you, you get 1213. Okay, so you're going to make 1213 on the first three people that are underneath you. That gets you to about 36, and then the next line, it pays 1165. And then it just keeps growing from there. And basically, if you think about this, this is still part of the 3x11. So it's just starting and it's building, and it's going to continue to grow as it goes along. This is the consumer. So we talked about the consumer has two levels. So these two levels, this is the payout that you would get doing the 4140 based on that. Now, if you look down here, I believe, let's see, this will show, yeah, so this down here is showing you that as people start getting revenue into their, or commissions into their matrix commissions, when it gets to a certain point, the system is going to automatically upgrade them to an affiliate. So the system now upgrades you. You upgrade at the minimums on each one, but when you get to a certain amount of commissions, then it's going to pop up to the affiliate, and that affiliate fee is paid by the co-op. So it's not coming out of your account balance, it's a co-op. And like we said, with the affiliate matrix, you're going to get 510 for your generation 1, 510 for all your generation 2, 510 for all your generation 3, and then 680 for all your generation 4. That's building down to that matrix. And as we know, the affiliate matrix keeps going over and over again. So this is just going to keep rolling on. Then as more and more people come in, it's just going to keep filling into that 3x11. So that's what's really cool about the 4140. It's very simple. All you do is pay 4140, and you really don't have to do anything else. You don't have to pay anymore. You can let the system go ahead and do what it needs to do. If you want to talk to people, talk to people. If you don't, then it's going to take a little bit more time to grow, but you can still allow it to do that. Now, what is IEG doing? Well, IEG is building these profiles right now. So IEG is creating these profiles so that when someone comes in, this is what we're going to do, is if someone comes in and they want to have a profile in the IEG retirement fund or project, what they would do is they would actually give a PIN, create a PIN for the 4140. Now, what happens is they're going to be paying for a profile that's on this level 3. But what's going to happen is they're actually going to be given the profile above it. So when you pay 4140, you are already getting, look here, up here, you are already getting $12.13 into your account. Now, is that 100% account balance commissions? No, but it's overall commissions. So what happens is when you pay 4140, you're going to be paying 4140 into this account, and then what happens is now you would get $12.13 in your back office, and I'm going to show that to you right now. Now, then more and more people come in and they start paying for these, different accounts, or let's say someone else shows up, then what they would do is they would pay and they would get, 1213 in their account, and then you would get 1165. Or if you brought people in and they just went ahead and paid, they would pay. So it's kind of it's kind of interesting, because the system that we're building and we're adding people in, but we're already have created profiles, so people are starting to have profiles that are generating commissions already. And it might be more, it might be $11, it might be more than 12. It kind of depends on the profile and how long it's been sitting there, and who's all joined below and has done their 4140. So with 4140, you're going to get into the program. So now let's look at this, because what I want to do is I want to look at some profiles that have been created, and then we're going to look at them, and I'm going to do some upgrading and things like that right now to show you how the system actually works. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in, and we're going to look at 3 accounts in particular today, and kind of what's going on with them. So what I want to do is, first of all, I want to look at this account. I'm not going to say names, but people already have these accounts. So this person, they have an account. It's not even named after them yet, because they haven't gotten into the system yet. Now what I did, or what IEG did, is we created an account. Okay, so we created an account, we put it into the system. Now what we did is we went, and the reason that I'm kind of talking about this and showing this is because if you don't want to be part of IEG, but you want to start building a system like this within Refer Life, I'm just giving you the blueprint on how to do it. I don't care if you do it through IEG. You can do, you can create your own system however you want to do it. But I'm just going to show people how to do this, because this is the way that I'm doing it, and the way that I think it's the best way for it to be built. But if you want to do something differently, that's perfectly fine. But what I'm doing is, when we create an account, so let's say we create an account, we go in, we've named it something, does not have a name of a person yet, because we have not given them that name. We will create that. When we give them the name, then we give them full control of their profile. But right now, it's just sitting there waiting for the person to go ahead and join. So what would I do? My first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to go to update my transaction password. When I update my transaction password, all I'm doing is creating a password, repeating that password, and then typing in my login password. The reason I need to do this at the very beginning is because of the next step. So the first step is to create a transaction password. And all that is make a simple little password that you know, so that you can just punch it in real quickly when you're changing stuff in your system or purchasing things and doing stuff, and it asks for a transaction password so that it knows that it's you. So I've created my transaction password and I've updated it. Then what I'm going to do is, when I do that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my profile. And if you didn't see that, because I didn't say it, sorry. If I go to my profile, then I'm going to go update profile. And when I go down here, I'm going to update my profile. And hold on just 1 second. All right, just muted some people. Some people showed up. So what I'm going to do is, all this information has already been put into the system. So I'm going to show you what you need to do. What you're going to do is, you're going to come down here. You're going to turn these all off. They're all going to be green when you first come into your profile. You're going to turn all these off, because these are the monthly payment for the monthly side of Refer Life, and I don't want to do that right now. I want people to be able to get to a level where they can upgrade, and they can kind of create their their commissions, so they can kind of do this whole system and do it the way they should. So if you are creating a profile and you want to do this, or on your own, this is what I'm explaining. But I'm explaining right now what we're doing in IEG for you. Now, once we turn those off, like I said in a previous video, you always have to put in the city. For some reason, that's something that it needs. So you put in the city, and then there's going to be payment information that you can put in. Then you go down here, and it says, yes, I want to auto upgrade. Right now, we're not doing that, okay? I would turn that off, because I want that to gain commissions, and I wanted to show people what's going on. Now, for most of you, I would probably just leave the auto upgrade on, so that it's kind of building as it goes and you don't have to worry about it. Auto transfer, I leave that on all the time, because then what happens is, what it's going to do is, anytime you get money here in your commissions, it's just sending it automatically to your account balance. So then you go down here to the bottom, and this is why you get a transaction password, because now you have a transaction password. You put that in, put your login, and you update it. So your profile should look like this. All these turned off, your address, and then you can put in what kind of payment system you're going to use to connect to. And then right now, I would turn this off. But most of the time, I would, if I was creating a profile just by myself or whatever, I would probably just go ahead and upgrade, or turn this on to automatically upgrade my accounts. But for right now, because what's going to happen is, when we upgrade to a consumer, hopefully, we're going to turn this off, and hopefully I'll be able to show you how it's going to upgrade automatically. And then this just moves it automatically to your account balance. So with that being said, this profile has been created. Obviously, things have been happening below it. So what am I going to do? First of all, I'm going to go to my transactions, because this is important to me. When you look at my transactions, there are things that have been going on underneath this account that have been hitting this account and making commissions, even though it's just sitting there, okay? Because people have been upgrading below it, so it's getting some 16 cents, it's getting some 70 cents, it's getting some 35 cents. And if we look, oh, now we have some 1133s, because people are doing stuff directly underneath it. All right, and we set in the, and you can look in the matrix and you can see the numbers that it's giving. The 1133 is for the consumer upgrade that happened below it, and then these 16 cents are for all the different profiles that are upgrading to the minimum, which is the 290. So you can look in here and see exactly what's going on. All right, so let's look at this, at the last kind of thing that happened. So level 3, IEG, FFF 447. This account upgraded. It put in, the commissions for the upgrades. So this account, let's look at the genealogy. So if I look at here and I go look at my genealogy, genealogy is going to show up. Now, these accounts have been created. I can look at these and see what's going on with all of these accounts, okay? So this account with the C means that it's been upgraded to consumer. So this account got upgraded. It got, this account in particular, got commissions based on that being upgraded, okay? So we're gonna click on that. We're gonna click on this. We're gonna click on this. Now, if we look, notice how all these are Fs. These are all free. There's one there. Oh, there's one there that's a C. Okay, that's been upgraded. All these are Fs. They've been, they're just sitting there right now as free accounts, but they're still being worked on. All right, here's another one that's been upgraded. Now, we're gonna look at this one in particular and this one, okay? So I'm gonna click on this one and I'm gonna show you that if you look at this account right here, this one is free and this one is free. So just remember, 22 and 14 are both free. Now, what I'm going to show you is these three accounts have been upgraded. They did their 4140. We're going to look at this account and we're going to see how much commissions is in it. Okay. Then, if you look, this account should have some funds in it. It should. So we're going to look at that account as well. All right. So the first account I want to look at is I'm going to look at the 122. So I'm going to hit stop, share, and I'm going to pull up that account. So give me a second. Kelvin, are you able to talk, or are you in class? I bet he's got students right now. All right, so all right. All right, so let me pull up this account. All right, okay, so let's look at this one. All right, this account is the IEG 122 that we talked about, okay? So the IEG 122. So if we look, I'm just going to look at the transactions. All right, so when we look at the transactions, what's been going on, okay? This particular profile, let's see, so 445 was upgraded. We saw that there were three profiles that got upgraded. So we can see the 1133 that came from the consumer. We also can see that it was 40 cents that they got because they're directly connected to this person. Okay, and then let's look over here. We've got a couple others. There's the 1133, the 40, and then the 80 cents. All that stuff is being updated. So there's three. You can see there's three 1133s. That means that three people upgraded. Okay, so what should your account look like? Well, you have your total commissions of 38.39. So that in the system, it was 12, whatever it is that goes in. So your total commissions is this. Now, you aren't getting all of the commissions back. You're only getting a certain percentage because they haven't upgraded. But right now, they don't have money, enough commissions right now to upgrade this particular profile. But whoever did this, they upgraded it below, and now they're got this account. So as more people come in, then they're going to receive more commissions. Okay, so that's the 122. We're going to now look at the account that's right above that one. So let me pull that one up. Let me get that. Gotta go figure out which one it is. I believe it's the 14 that we were looking for. Yes. Okay. Now, on that first account that I just showed you, the very first one that we did the genealogy, I would have to go back and rewind the video and go look at the commissions that are in there to be able to see what that was, because I can't remember what I said, but we did look at the first part of that. So now let me pull this one up. All right. So what's exciting is the account that is right above that 122 is this account, which is 114. Now, if you look, we have a total downline of 12. Not too many people are underneath this one, but let's go look at the genealogy first so that it makes sense what we were looking at. So this one was the 14. We just looked at the 22. Okay. So now this account has other accounts that have been upgraded below it. Okay. Those have been upgraded. You can look at that and see. If you look, that's a C, 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 that's a C. Ooh, where did my cursor go? That's a C and that's a C. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Notice how these are still free. So they have not been upgraded this level here. So all of these that have been upgraded to C, they're pushing commissions into these accounts that are still open. This one isn't, but they're pushing money, commissions into these accounts and pushing commissions into this account. So let's look at this account. Notice there are no green boxes. Okay. Everything has been turned off in this account, so it's not upgrading anything. So what we're going to do is we are going to look at the account, and this person has given me, I messaged her last night. I wanted her to be on this live, but she was not able to make it. But she did say, go ahead and do the upgrades because I want to see what's going on. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this. She has an account balance of $82.44. How did she get that? Well, we saw all those upgrades 2 levels below her. Let's look at my transactions. All right, we're going to look at my transactions. Now you can see all of these commissions coming in from the other accounts. We can see all of that, okay? All of that is being set up. We know exactly where those came from. We know exactly who upgraded, all that stuff, okay? So what is she going to do? She wants to upgrade. So we're going to go over here. We're going to use the account balance. So when we say a member upgrade, we want to upgrade this person to this special combo package, which is going to be the 4140. 4140. We're going to use it with the current balance. Okay, your current balance is that. So I have enough money to pay. All I'm going to do is hit submit, and I'm going to wait. And as I'm waiting for that, I want you to understand that this person has used, they have purchased a 4140. They paid 4140 into the system. Now, in their profile that they've been given, that 4140 didn't go into it. It went to a profile right below them or 2 below them, wherever it needs to fit in to fund that. Now, what happens is when they get the commissions, now this is going to upgrade them with commissions from other people. So it's going to upgrade, and then it's going to take the total commissions and pay for that upgrade. So as it's doing that, I'm gonna look at this, make sure that it is doing it. Let's see here. Takes a little bit of time for it to go through the system, because what it's doing right now is it's not only just purchasing something, now it's sending commissions up 2 levels, 4 levels, 11 levels. So what does that mean? As it's going along, what just happened? When someone pays 4140, what happens is the person directly above them is going to make the 1213. Then one level down, that person's going to make the 11 something else, and then it's going to send up the commissions for the two 250s, the monthly and the yearly. Okay, so let me see here. So that's what it's doing. Is it's right now it's paying for that, as well as sending those commissions to the right people. All right, so let's see. My computer's being a little slow today. So let's see. While I'm waiting for mine to do its thing. Okay, so it was somebody that was on, but not on. All right, so we're gonna have a little bit of dead time while it's doing its thing. To check another account to see how if it went through and did that. So let me look here. I am just pulling up a different account to show you that the very first account that I showed. Let me pull that account up so that we can look at that one. Okay. All right, so here's what happened. Remember that this right here is the same account as that 14 account. What did we do? We purchased, so we can go here and see what happened, because there's always transparency within this. Look at what this says. Member upgrade using account a balance. So they did the pay at 4140, member upgrade. Okay, so what happened? Now let's look. It took the money out, so now it's at 4104. Okay, and let's see here. We go to my account. So it took the 4140, and like I said, if you look at it, it was all red. Look at this now. It has green 250, green 33.98, green 250. Okay, so now what am I going to do? I'm going to look at this. This person paid for this upgrade, this upgrade, this upgrade. Now we still have this account balance of 4140. We have total commissions of 8244. Now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to go, after I've upgraded myself, because now I'm kind of ready for it to start upgrading everything as it goes. Okay, so I'm going to update the profile. Okay, and I'm going to go down here to, yes, I want it to automatically upgrade. Now I'm going to stop sharing because I don't know if it'll show the password. Nope, it's not. So what I did, and I'll go back here, screen share, boom. What I did is all I did was turn this one from off to on. I'm going to update that now. It's going to update it. Okay, so now this one is updated. We're going to come back and look at this in a second, and I'm going to see if, let's see here, count. Okay. All right, so We can see where it's sitting right there. It's done that. Now it's ready to kind of automatically upgrade. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the original account that I showed you. And we're going to be able to see how the system is working and how it's very transparent and pretty much just how fast it works, because I showed you this account and I'm going to show it to you now. Oh, that's not what I want. Sorry. Okay, so remember that 14 was directly under 8. And when we looked at it in the genealogy before, and I'm going to show you this. If you want, you can go back and look at the beginning of the video, because that's why I kind of wanted to show you this, because when we look at the genealogy, this account that was just below it, this account was free, had the F, okay? Now look, it has a C. So what does that mean? That means that this account got upgraded, so therefore commission should go into this account. So let's look. Let's look at the transactions and see if it does what it says it's supposed to do. All right, so what do we have here? The 14 one, it was upgraded, okay? It is directly connected to it. So it got 40 cents for that 250 upgrade for the yearly, or for this one's for the monthly, and then this one is the yearly, the 40 cents, and then it got the commissions, the 1133 from that consumer. So right there is your evidence. You just watched this account got upgraded. It shows up in your transactions and in this already. Okay, already. Now, here's the thing. I was hoping that with just that one, it was going to get the commissions up to the place where I wanted to. It's not quite there to pay for the 4140 upgrade, but when it does, we would do the same thing with this person, and boom, then they're going to have those turn green. Okay, so what have you seen? You just saw a profile that had 3 people, showed you how much commissions it was. Then you had a profile that showed you that there were some people underneath it, and then there was about 7 people that have upgraded in those other profiles. And so that profile had quite a bit amount of money in it. So now that profile can be upgraded to the 4140. That transaction or that action moved it up to the other ones to be at 32. I think it was, I can't remember what it was. We'd have to look at the beginning video, but it was at a certain amount. It got moved up. So now that just shows that the system is working, and it is working very well. Okay, so now let's see. I want to look at one more thing. Just let's see. So what's going to happen next is this. The next thing that's going to happen is when you look at this account, this one that had $82 in it, we just upgraded to 4140. We still have $40 in this account, $41 in the account, which is awesome. We also have total commissions, we have rev share payouts, we have all this stuff that's going on. What's going to happen is the system, because it's on automatic upgrade, it got turned on to automatic upgrade. The system is going to be going through this, and when it hits a certain amount of commissions, which I believe is 36 or something like that, it's going to upgrade to the affiliate automatically through the co-op. And when it does that through the co-op, then what that means is then $5 for the 3 levels, and then $6.80 goes up 4 levels, and more commissions are going to go into that number 8 account. So it's not doing it right now. It's probably going through the system, going through that. I'm sure that if I came back maybe even 20 minutes later, it would probably be up. We're going to see about that. But that is what's going on. It's $41.40. You put it in, you're probably going to get a profile that has at least like 12 bucks, 11 bucks already in it. Some of these accounts might have a little bit more, might have a little bit less. You never know. But there's going to be something in that account because it's already been built. The system has already been created. All you're doing is plugging in 4140. IEG is dropping it in. Now, what's going to happen is, and I will show you this. Yeah, well, no, I can't show you this because there's emails, so I can't show you. But what is happening is there's a document that shows the profile. It shows where a person has paid 4140 into the system and upgraded a profile, and then they will be given a profile. Notice how there's only numbers, like a little name and number on these accounts. I was hoping that these people would be on today and we would talk about their account. What happens is IEG builds the accounts. We talk to Mike. We say, Mike, okay, this person wants this account. Once they get that account and we've built underneath them and don't need their account anymore, they have the choice. He can rename their account. They can put in their email, their information, their login information, their passwords, and now it's their account. Or they can leave that open for IEG, and Tim does all the kind of the account stuff with this. What he does is he talks to that person, because we kind of do this like one at a time. Bring that person in. Hey, do you want to just set up your payment account so when you hit this certain amount, what you can do is we can create an original account in the system. We have your IEG retirement fund. What we can do is we can send internally when you make whatever you decide. So let's say when you make $40, okay, you want that commissions into your original account. Your original account has your email, your information, even your bank information. We will send internally. We can send that money to that account so that we never see your banking accounts or anything like that. Sends it to the original account in Refer Life, and then you can pull it into whatever system you have to pay or to get withdrawals. It's that easy. So you have some options. You can let the system just keep working for you and come into it and look at it every once in a while and go, ooh, that's how much money I made. Awesome. Leave it there. Turn it into a retirement fund. That's kind of the purpose. Or you can start pulling stuff and see what's great about this whole thing. And this is kind of, I'm going to end this with this statement is, when you buy a stock in a company, let's say you buy it for $10 and it gets up to 100 and you go, ooh, I made 90 bucks. I need that $90. You have to sell that stock to get that $90 return. And then you have to start all over again. What's beautiful about Refer Life and the retirement plan is you get a profile. If you take money out and send it to another account or withdraw it from this account, you don't lose the profile. It's still there. And it's going to keep getting commissions, because what happens is more and more people are coming in. It's still in that 3x11 a matrix. So as more and more people are coming in, more and more commissions are just going to keep put into that profile. And it's just going to keep growing and growing and growing. And something that people need to think about is, even when it gets past a level 11, if somebody does something on level 12, well, guess what? Now that goes up to one level below you. And what happens? These start upgrading and doing more and getting more and building. And so what does that do? It keeps going up. So the system is going to be constantly working, constantly. Commissions are going to be growing in this whole entire system, and your profile will just sit there and just grab commissions, and you've only paid $41.40. I think it's a pretty good deal. Now, some people will go, well, I don't want to do $41.40. Okay, then get into Refer Life. Do it for free. Have people get underneath you and they start upgrading, you're going to receive some commissions and you're going to grow those commissions. Then you might get into the pay to promote. You might want to promote a company and have them pay you. So you're going to get some commissions in that profile because you're going to make a profile underneath a company that's paying you. As those commissions grow, when you get to 4140, now you have commissions. You can move that commissions into the account that's needed to buy the pin, the 4140 pin, and we put you into a profile in the IEG retirement fund, and away you go. Very transparent, very simple, and we create everything. We build the profiles. You don't have to build anything if you don't want to. Now, have I shown you how to do it? Yeah, I would like for people to go ahead and just start doing it. That would be awesome. Say, hey, I want a profile and I want to build my own downline and do it my way. Great, do it. That's awesome. But if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to waste the time doing that, because it is a little time consuming to do that, IEG is building right now, building multiple profiles, multiple levels, and you can be a part of that. And it's very simple, $41.40, and it starts you on the $2.50 in the yearly, the $2.50 on the monthly, and the consumer, and it just goes from there. And that is very simply how it goes. That's how simple it is. Let me see one more thing before I get off. Yeah, okay. So that's it. That's how simple it is. So once again, if you see this video, get in touch with me. Talk to me if you want to get into the retirement fund, and we will place you where you need to go. If you already are in Refer Life, that's fine. We'll create a profile for you in the IEG retirement, and we can figure that out. If you see this video on someone else's profile or page or web talk or somewhere else, talk to them. See what you need to do. If you see this on someone else's page and you want to talk to me and mention that person, because I don't care where you go in. I don't care if you use my link or not. But what I do want is to be able to help people get into this system and get going. The profile's already created, so you don't even have to create a profile. You don't have to get a link from anyone. You can just say, hey, I want to be part of the IEG retirement. Here's 4140, or here's 4140 from my account that's already in Refer Life. And guys, there's plenty of programs, there's plenty of options of different companies that are doing things. And this, like Mike has said, this was his goal, was to generate revenue so that you can be part of all these other things. And this is the beauty of it. You can pull that money out, do with it whatever you want, and your profile is still going to be there. So with that being said, I'm going to end this one. I know it might have gone a little bit longer than I wanted to, but it's important to see how the system is working and understand that the system is working correctly. That being said, talk to whoever shows you this, talk to me, talk to Tim, talk to Kelvin, talk to Anne-Marie, all the people that are involved, whoever you need to talk to, so we can get you going and start building your profile and ultimately building your retirement. All right, talk to you later.